early birds and night owls. My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. In today's episode, we're going to try to salvage this colony. It seems like it's maybe going down because we are out of algae right now. We didn't really start with much in our immediate area except for some all the way over here. There's a lot right here, but of course we don't want to break into there because there's tons of carbon dioxide in there, and we don't really want that in our base. Right now we have plenty of it right down here and right in here that I just would prefer to just not deal with more of it, but if we need to, then we'll have to go over there. Maybe we could go like right through the top here, but this is also a little pocket which we don't know what's in there. It says unbreathable. It doesn't really tell us what it is, so we could try, and maybe we might end up screwed. I don't know, but we're gonna give it a try. We did get some algae that was up in here. Let's go ahead and start deconstructing these because we don't need those anymore. Oh, we could probably just do this like that. And I had this built in because this was starting to leak. As you can see, this is about to break. We should probably just try to dig that up right now so we can get the algae, because that would be nice. And next thing, we're gonna go ahead and try to dig this out so we can also get this algae, because from where it is right now, it is really unreachable. And also, we need this oxygen flowing up so we can, have good use of it, because right now we only have this, and that's just not so good. Also, to help us maybe breathe up here, we're gonna go ahead and add in some gas permeable tiles. So let's go ahead and do something kind of like this, because I have a feeling this is gonna be the best thing for us. Can I just drop that there and drop it there? Yeah, you know what? That works. That actually works. And also, I have this set up here so we can add, a nice little zone in here. I will eventually take them apart because, again, I don't think I want this zone there, but it is what it is for now. Let's go ahead and get rid of that and try to get rid of that because that should not be there. And let's also deconstruct this. Yes, there is a lot going on in this colony, but hopefully we'll get it done pretty soon. Well, everybody's pretty busy. Gossman seems to be a little bit overly stressed. So yes, and our only massage table that we have going right now, there she goes. We can't use both of them though because they were sucking up so much power so quickly. As you can see, just in that one, that power was going down so quickly. It uses up, let's see. It consumes massage table right up in here, 240 watts of power. And we only are producing 800, so that's a lot. That is way too much for us, and we're always like on these, not really doing much because we have those massage tables running all the time. I know that our stress is going to be pretty high until we do that. Oh, they're either hot or cold. They keep fluctuating between the two temperatures for some reason. It's oh, I don't know what I just clicked. That was weird. Alright, it's fairly warm there. It's actually pretty cold over in the bedroom area, which that makes sense because, we have them right next to that zone. So, my bad, but we'll give them some nice warm clothing so they can actually sleep comfortably there. I don't know if they're going to be able to handle this, though, because it's going to be a lot warmer. Maybe their clothes won't be able to handle it. I don't know. But I do want to prioritize this over here just because we need to get these in. It seems like we're missing some wires here, so let's go ahead and wire that up. We can't, unfortunately. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I forgot about those. We're going to be able to use those in a second, but, right. We can't bring this through the top because we don't have anything through there. We don't have access to here, unfortunately, so we have to just do it right through there, which is going to make the area a little bit fugly, but it is what it is. And our research is going nowhere. We need that filtration research so we can actually get things done. Right, so because our zone here is going to, our pool here, I should say, is going to be releasing nasty toxins into the air, I need to create some kind of airlock in here that then gets cleaned out. So we're going to go ahead and make it maybe like right here. We can start right there, maybe make it the same size over there. This is not the most important thing to get done right now, but, might as well just start setting it up. So let's see, that has 1, 2, 3, so drop that right up in there. And those are evenly sized. So we're going to go ahead and drop doors in here. I'm honestly tempted to drop double doors, but that might not have to, be the case here because we're going to go ahead and drop some more scrubbers in here that are maybe going to take care of the nasty oxygen that will come from this. So let's see, we're going to drop one there, and we're going to drop one right up in there. And all this stuff here is going to be set to a very low priority because we don't really need this right now. We could just wait on that. This is super important, though, because we're going to need that algae big time. And also, we can put in the gas permeable tile here so that all this nice oxygen down here can flow upwards. But it seems like, they're focusing a little bit too much on the stuff over here and not so much on what they need to. Oh, man. Still have to have that power running. We almost have, enough food, so we probably won't have to make some more in a while. Oh, man. This is, everything's a bit of a mess. I will admit to that. Everything became a mess pretty quickly, but oh, that's because I have a feeling that's mostly because of the algae. If we had more algae, I would add like 2 of these and we'd be totally fine with the oxygen and there would be less stress going on here. But clearly that is not happening here, so I guess I didn't play the cards right with this specific colony here. But we're going to try to salvage it as much as we can, and hopefully we'll get May on this. Where is May? May, you are... Oh, May. Okay, May, I want you to focus only on... Just make sure you're only focusing on art right now. We only need you on art because we need everything to be pretty. Super pretty. Oh, are you okay? Well, there we go. She's actually doing it, so good. And that's not connected for what reason? Is that not prioritized? That is definitely not prioritized. My bad. There we go. We're prioritizing that, and that should get done pretty soon. Oh boy, we ran out of power already? Jeez. Well, just as long as we can maybe keep everybody off the massage tables, we should be good. And there we go. Gossman's on there right now. Well, that's not so good, is it? Who's the highest stress? Everybody pretty much has a lot of stress right now. Hopefully we can take care of that, though, and that means that we'll be, you know, pretty much good to go. Now, I'm thinking, where are we going to put all the scrubbers and whatnot? It seems like we have a lot of carbon dioxide in there, which is pretty much where we kind of need to have it. At the same time, it's kind of not, because we want to fill this up with the nasty water instead of, you know, filling it up with, well, whatever else we're going to fill it up with. We could, though, put it up there. Probably just, like, right down here and put it on a little block there. I think that would work. I don't know how many of these we are going to need, and I kind of want to start using them, but at the same time, I'm just like, might not be the right time because I would love to clear this out first, but it seems like everybody's way too busy, and we're basically going nowhere. Our little dupes are finally working on exactly what they need to be working. This is the most important project right now because this is going to give us quite a fair bit of algae so we can keep this running and keep our base, well, kind of sort of breathable. I say kind of sort of because clearly we're suffering quite a bit. Oh, combat. Combat. It seems like we found a hatch right up in here. Can we actually select the hatch? There we go. Everybody attack this thing because that's actually attacking poor Devin, and Devin's a little bit hurt. It seems like Gossman got it hurt a little bit too. Oh boy, we're gonna have to turn this on right now because Devin needs to get in. Where is he? Let's see. Light wounds. Okay, you're okay. Someone else got hurt. Okay, Gossman. Man, Gossman's always getting hurt in these battles. Alright, let's hopefully turn that on soon so we can put Devin on there because this poor kid, he's been doing all the work down here and then he ends up getting hurt. I mean, that makes sense though because he's in the area where, of course, there are hatches. Poor Devin. Alright, so Devin, get up there. Go ahead, get treated so you can be out and about in no time. And we just got some algae. Nice. However, it seems like the sand is falling through, so let's go ahead and dig that out. And Frankie, why are you there? It seems like Frankie's maybe freaking out a little bit, maybe a lot of bit. And who is on here? Let's see. It should be either Devin or Frankie. So let's lower this to 70 now because either one of them can go on there. There we go. I'm going to try to micromanage this a little bit for now because it seems like, I think it was Gossman who was on there, and she clearly has the least amount of stress, so she doesn't need to be on there at all. And oh, you were crying because what happened to you? What happened, huh? Come on, you can tell me. Oh, look at that. And they're all going crazy right now, honestly. It's a little bit funny, a little bit sad. Oh, they're using that to their advantage, though, to actually get that. That's not that bad. So maybe, how much do we have? Let's see. It's honestly not that much. I was thinking about putting in another one of these so it can help us. Because, I mean, it's clearly doing a good job. Uh-oh, fleeing. From what? The heck? Oh boy, there's another one right there. Everybody attack if you can actually get to it. Oh, he doesn't seem to like to attack for some reason. Well, Bert's getting hurt quite a bit, and he's being dumb. Oh, Bert, I can't believe you. Yeah, everybody's stressed right now. Alright, so who's the most stressed? I think Bert is hurt, though. So we'll go ahead and put Bert in there. Man, oh man, that's actually really rough, because he was the one doing most of the work over here for now. So we have to find someone else to do the work. And Gossman, what are you doing? Did you just drop all the water that you just picked up? I guess you did. Man, that's also not good. Well, you know what? One step at a time, for sure. We are getting in some of the gas permeable tiles, which means that the oxygen is getting up here. So we have some nice oxygen there. I think, yeah, we really need to focus on... Oh. The oxygen here has been depleted. Great. Yeah, we are really not creating enough oxygen. But maybe we can do... What we can do here is actually try to get some of the carbon dioxide to continue flowing downwards for what little bit of oxygen we have left there. So let's see. We want to go ahead and drop something like... There's gonna be a wall there, maybe a space. Sure, we can do something like this. Maybe a few, maybe a lot of them actually. I don't know if this is gonna help a little bit, but I hope it actually helps a lot more than a little bit, because this is gonna be really, really good if we can, you know, start the exchange here, because there's just tons of carbon dioxide in there. However, maybe I should keep that in there. That's a thought. Maybe I should keep that in there, because we can continue cleaning that as it starts flowing in, or as I should say, as it continues flowing in from there. So yeah, let me just cancel this. We'll continue our flow of gases in this side, but that's going to be a little bit rough because, you know, we currently have water there. So, what are we going to do here? Well, I don't know. I guess they'll just continue doing their work, and hopefully we won't sink much. Let's get rid of some of that there so we can, you know, continue building this in here, and they need to finish that. I swear, they meow when they're going super crazy. I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing, or it sounds like it. Whatever they're doing sounds exactly like meowing. Alright, so we have our floor in here. That's actually really good. Oh, poor Nails. Nails is crying. Let's see. Frankie really, really needs to be on here. Devin, I am so sorry, but you are not the weakest link currently. That would be Frankie. So get off and go do something else. We probably should get these in right now because, you know, this area is nice, so it probably helps with eliminating a lot of the stress super quickly. And most of the stress seems to be gotten when we're here and walking through wet water and whatnot. So, oh, food has decayed. Well, we still have enough food, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's go ahead and prioritize this to... Oh, never mind. They're being done, actually. Well, okay. That's one way to do it. And it looks like most of this floor is actually put in. I think what I want them to do is this next. So we can put in this last wall here. Apparently that one's being made of sandstone. I guess that's fine. Yeah, this whole wall being made of sandstone is totally fine. Also want to go ahead and dig that. Huh? That's weird. For some reason, it won't let me do that. That's bizarre. That is ridiculously bizarre, but whatever. Okay, sure, we're going to take care of that later then. And it seems like our oxygen is okay. There's only one person who's not too stressed. It's Devin. Of course, the massage table hogger is no longer stressed. More food decayed. I guess that's fine, though, because we still have, you know, enough food that we don't have to worry too much about it. Aha! Now I see why it decayed. You dum-dums. Go ahead, sweep this stuff up. We need that going somewhere, okay? Sweep it up, put it away so it won't stay out there and getting all gross. Look at that. It looks really, really gross. Are we throwing that away? I think we threw it away. Good. It was a poor lice loaf, which actually was our better food. Ugh. And now we have a fridge all of a sudden. Thanks, Devin, I guess. Ugh. I can't believe him. Alright, so it seems like we've actually gotten quite a lot done, which is good news because we needed all that stuff to be done. And right now, how's it research? It seems like we need to go ahead and work on this one right now. So let's go ahead and re-enable that. And we want to go ahead and prioritize this one to a 7. I am going to turn this one off, though, because I don't want to continue using so much power from that. Because, of course, we need to conserve as much power as we can. And we still have unrefrigerated food. There's some more meal ice right there on the ground. Oh, you guys. Throw that away. Throw that away. We don't need it around, okay? And this can probably go, honestly. So let's go ahead and deconstruct that. Because now we have a fridge. And this is just... It's all unrefrigerated food, and we don't want our food being unrefrigerated because it's going to go bad pretty quickly. So there we go. Get rid of... Anybody? Nobody? They tend to deconstruct them sooner than most other things, so yeah, there we go. Let's prioritize the sweeping of these things here so we can make sure that our food gets swept up into our nice refrigerator over here. And that actually usually produces quite a bit of heat. I don't know why I keep picking the wrong one. This one right here. It's honestly cooler than a lot of things right now, so that's actually quite nice. And, maybe why these things haven't been getting too warm is because we have it next to a really, really cold area. So that's probably why that's happening. Not too sure, but that's what I'm going to assume for now because, well, why not? And our oxygen, well, the bright side, the upper floors are staying kind of okay. The lower floor is clearly not okay. And oh, there goes our power. Hopefully we wake up pretty soon so we can get the power going again so we can continue making more oxygen. There we go. This is why I usually like the algae terrariums. They, 1, don't use as much algae as this thing. 2, they don't go off when the power goes off. And 3, they're just kind of cuter than that, right? But, you know, the downside is that they don't produce as much oxygen and they need carbon dioxide to even work. Although, you know, we are producing quite a lot of carbon dioxide, so maybe that's not that much of a problem. And it seems that this area, would it be actually really, really gross looking because there's so many things on the ground? Yeah, negative 58. Oh my gosh, there's so much on the ground there that is making it kind of ugly, but seems like the art is maybe kind of helping. So I'm not going to be bothered too much with that for now because we clearly have a lot of better things to be doing. Like this right here. Good job, Gossman. Good job. Are you still the lowest one? No, now it's Devin. Well, you know what? Nails is on there. Oh, it looks like Gossman should be on there. Nails, what are you doing? Nails, get off. Nails, what are you... Nails? Okay, there we go. Oh boy, so 4 of them are stressed. I guess we are getting better, you know? It's a very slow process, but we are getting better, and we'll get there pretty soon. But it seems like now might be the time to start building in the rest of the walls here. Oh, we did that actually properly right there, and we did not get that on... There we go. We're getting there, you guys. We're definitely getting there. We're just about done with our mucky water pool. Over here, I have what is going to hold our... air scrubber. I should probably just, oh, I can't even put, oh, I can put it there. Good. So we're going to have that there, and let's see. It's going to need, let's see. It's going to take water. Wait, is that the right thing? Okay, yeah. It's going to take water. It's going to take carbon dioxide. It's going to take power, and it's going to take a liquid intake and outtake pump. So we know everything that we actually have to build to get this working, but it seems like these guys actually need to work on it first. One of them is, you know, getting their massage on. We can actually stop making the food because it seems like we have more than enough food right now. And I think 2 people were working on the food because they were always collecting water. Don't know if you can hear that, but that would be a plane. Oh, yeah, everybody's actually going to sleep right now. All right, so tomorrow's cycle 32, I should say, we're going to go ahead and try to finish this right here. We're going to put that in, and let's see. We're going to need quite a few things to make this work. So obviously we're going to need water. But we're also going to need water just to make this. So the good thing is, though, that even though we're using the water, we're going to output water. I think it should be, yes, same amount of water. And we can then just turn it right back into the same water that we were using. However, the only thing that's going to be using a lot more water is this. So this is going to be a problem. We're going to have to pull in water from somewhere that's just fresh and good and proper. And yes, I know we should probably build these things, but I will focus on that pretty soon. It's just that this is more of a priority to me because, again, I said I would get this done within the first 3 episodes, and I am so going to do that. I am definitely going to do that. Oh, poor Nails. Nails is down here just crying and, oh, making water. Oh, cryers might be good for something. Better than vomiters, if I do say so myself. Alright, so what we're going to need is we're going to need a liquid pump somewhere down here. I want to place it right underneath here, but it seems like, oh, well, I guess I can place it already. Sure. And so this is going to output nasty water. So what we want to do is we want to just pour that water maybe right in here. I suppose that's going to work. Oh, but of course we're going to need to, you know, filter it a little bit. So we're going to have to refine that water. Does that fit in here? It does not. So I'm going to have to move that terrarium far away. I don't even think it's being used, actually. So let's just get rid of that. Let's just deconstruct that so we can build our water purifier, which I know it's going to be ugly, but eventually we will move our power generation elsewhere because, well, that's in a really bad position right now as it is. So that's the only reason why I can see to move it. Especially, there is a little bit of carbon dioxide there. Fine. There's carbon dioxide there. It needs to go. There we go. I said it. Also, we do have biodistillers available to us, and we have bigger batteries. Oh yeah, and power switches, which could be really good, especially given the fact that we have to keep, you know, selecting things there. All right, so research. What do we want to do? We can go for coal power because that's going to help us out so much. However, that produces an immense amount of carbon dioxide, which I really would prefer to avoid for now. This can help us with our potential soon-to-be problems with our wires busting, but maybe not so much right now. I'm thinking if I want to get this instead, because pressure could, yeah, I think I'm going to get this just because we are probably going to need some help with pressure pretty soon. And again, I want to try to filter the carbon dioxide into a specific room where we'll try to clean it out, like, you know, maybe in here. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to take all of this, try to take all of this and put it in here, which of course is going to create a lot of pressure, so maybe I might want to take care of that. But we're working on one thing at a time, which means we're going to have to, let's see, I can't use those just yet because it'll be a waste of sand, and we need to actually prioritize these things so they can get done. And actually I need to prioritize. Did I not? I did. Anybody gonna do this? I need somebody. Look, Frankie, I know you're going crazy. Okay, there we go. He's going crazy before actually doing it. Gotcha, Frankie. All right. I know how you work. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that up just like that. And so we're going to have nice water flowing through from here. So we're going to need a liquid intake pump over there. And it seems like we still have to put in our second floor in here, unfortunately, which means I'm probably just going to put it up on there. And that should work. I think it's going to work. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and get our plumbing liquid pump. That's, I mean, it's not centralized, but whatever. Whatever. We need it in, like, right now. So, for liquid piping, what do we have available to us? We have sandstone. Well, that's going to be it, because I don't want to, you know, build out of anything else. So, we're going to take in the water in here, and we're going to put it right into this right there. So, we're going to have to do this a little bit weirdly, because, you know, we're going to have to... I never really figured out how to use the liquid pipe bridge, so that's going to be a little bit weird for me, but I'll do my best. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and connect it there. Of course, it's going to make the nasty water, which then gets filtered out through here, down to there, and this is going to have to come up through there, which, I mean, we could bring it through here and over the top, which is going to help, but that's spending a lot of resources. Oh, you know what? Honestly, let's just do it. We're going to bring it up over the top here. And we're going to then bring it, I guess, yeah, up over here, and it's going to dump it out right into here, and then this is going to have nice water, which then we try to bring into there. I hope that works, because if it doesn't, whoops. Whoops, and we're going to have to figure out a different way to make that work. Otherwise, we're going to have to maybe just dump that back in there, which seems a little too extra. But if that's the way it's going to work, then that's the way it's going to work. After waiting for what felt like 50,000 years, we finally have this working. So let's take a look at how it's working. I thought I disabled that. I don't know why it's still flowing in here. I can see it's just still flowing. It says disabled. We might have to get rid of that because it's still flowing despite the fact that it shouldn't be. And that's causing a pretty big backup because I figured that, you know, once we had some water flowing through here, we should be good. But it seems like it's it's going a little too crazy. Alright, so we might want to just clip it right up in there if that's going to keep happening because, you know, we just don't want that happening. So let's see. We want to go ahead and deconstruct liquid pipe. I think the pipe that we need to deconstruct is right up in there. We can just add it in whenever we need to. It is throwing out there some nasty water, which is exactly what we need. There we go, got rid of that, and we should only be using this. So we should be now dropping it in there. This should be going. It seems like we have something about this isn't right. Somehow we have an endless supply of water coming through here, so we never are using this. Weird. Interesting. Sure, I mean, that's one way to do it, just as long as this thing is working and actually scrubbing the carbon dioxide. It's very slow, so we should probably add a second one. But yes, you can probably see here that we have a very high concentration of oxygen. Why is that? Because I added another one of the deoxidizers here because we have quite a lot of algae now that we actually dug into here and took quite a lot of it from there. So we can continue having quite a bit of algae for some time, and this is going to stay pretty high concentration. I think I should probably turn this off, honestly, though, because I should probably actually move it down here because that's not so good. Not that anybody's there, but I will move our power creation right into this area here because I figure that's probably a better place to do it. And, you know, if we ever need to cool anything down, that's probably a good place to do it as well. And this has really nasty oxygen, but honestly, we aren't going to use this for anything, actually. I only opened this up so that we can probably put our gastrointestinal towels in here, which it seems like we're probably gonna have to wait on that because we have to double floor these things just to make sure that nothing leaks. Anyway, we do have some water in here, which we might want to try to transfer over here. Is this still doing the same thing? Yeah, there's apparently some endless flow of water coming through here, which, I mean, I have no problem with. That's really cool if we're never going to see this actually working. Sure, whatever, just as long as it works. However, we are running out of power at night, so this stops working at night, which is not good. So let's go ahead and add a second one in here. Let's see, we're gonna need some tiles first and drop them right up in here. Ooh, I want to move this one over. Unfortunately, we're probably gonna have to get two of them in here, so total 3. Maybe that might work better. I don't know. We are going to just give it a try. But first things first, though, get to 2 in. And if 2 seems to be just not enough, then get 3 in. So let's see. Where are our connections so we can actually do this properly? Because, of course, we don't want to mess up the connections. Oh, we're going to have to get rid of that pipe right there because that's going to pose a potential hazard. And we're going to go ahead and bring our plumbing right through here. So whenever we place one over here, we're going to have to be very cautious because clearly that's going to be in the way. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and do this up like this. Just like that, and I think we can reach all of that. As for this one's going to go up and over here to connect with this right here, which means that we're going to have to deconstruct the liquid piping right up in here because that's going to become a problem. Thankfully, though, this is not yet connected to power, so we aren't going to have that actually. Ooh. That's... Ooh, it's like kind of getting there sometimes, kind of not so there. Oof. and we're out of power, I want to make sure that maybe some people are on there. So I'm going to assign 2 people to always be on that no matter what, because it seems like we're going to need tons. I mean, tons of power. So have to make sure that we focus on that. But, you know, we have to wait first until that's actually put in, because obviously these 2 are going to be using a lot of power, and we don't really have much in the way of power available. So that means that we should probably select... Oh, pressure management. That's actually pretty high concentration, isn't it? That's like super high concentration. And someone's stressed now. Yeah, go ahead, Frankie. Go ahead. I suppose we could wait just so we can help with the power. And, ooh. Jeez. Turn natural gas, excuse me? Natural gas into electricity? Okay, I want to get there right now because that sounds really, really interesting. Let's enable that because we're going to need that one. And hopefully that's going to be good enough for us. Looks like we still have to build one thing in there, but that's okay because we are just about connected. Let's go ahead and do something like that. And that's going to keep flickering, isn't it? Oh, man, that's so scary. It's just so scary to see that. And another duplicate. I'm gonna say no because right now 6 is more than enough. 6 babies is just way too much in my opinion. There we go. So let's get that stuff in there so this one can actually work, and maybe then we'll see this clear up a little bit faster. It's oxygen now. Oh, on this side it's oxygen. Over here it's... Ooh, it's actually getting really, really close. Maybe I don't need this one here. Maybe we can just get rid of it overall and then just place this one maybe further down here, because this is, well, maybe now that we have 2, it's going to be just straight up oxygen, right? Because that means it's going to be eating up all the carbon dioxide and there shouldn't be any more left. No, it seems like there's actually still a fair amount here. Well, so much for my plan there. And are we really... Let's see, so the nasty water is coming in through there and getting dumped out in there, which is good. And for some reason, there's just no nasty water here. There's like one little spot and that's about it. Interesting and super duper weird, but hey, you know what? It's working, and I honestly should not be complaining at all because it's working. That might be a bug, but it's working. And oxygen, we have some oxygen up in here. So now in like the northern parts, we have some oxygen. Maybe further down, yeah. It's all carbon dioxide. However, it's very little carbon dioxide. So it seems like 2 is the key here. Just as long as, you know, they're running. Oh, goodbye, hatch. Oh, it barrowed. I thought it burned. Like, the second that it became a little bit lighter in this cave, suddenly it turned into a pile of ashes. Alright, so our concentration of carbon dioxide is actually staying a little bit steady, which is... Oh, no, now it's going down. Now it's definitely going down. Okay, so this is good. I think with 3, it would definitely get rid of them altogether, but 3 is way too much for our 2 people on the power to be handling right now, so that's not going to be so good. Food shortage. Oh, boy. All right, so we are going to need to create a lot of food really, really fast, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to prioritize this to an 8. I know it was an 8 before, but I changed that because... Honestly, I needed the people to do other things, so that should be fixed anytime soon. I have to wonder, though, are they actually storing things? Because this one's not yet full. It's nowhere near full, and we seem to, you know, have a lot of things on the ground, so no idea what's happening there. But yes, let's go ahead and assign jobs. Hey, look at that, we finished research. Wait, what? That was super fast. They did that really, really fast. Coal power, well... Now that we have these up and working and doing a pretty fine job, I suppose we could get some nice coal power to help us with all of our problems here. So let's see. Oh, the only problem with this, though, is we might overload super, super fast, which is going to be a problem, but I think we can handle it, sure. Let's try to handle it with just one of these for now, and we're going to bring this all the way under here and over to the top right there, and let's make sure that we prioritize this to a 7, just so we can get all this done pretty quickly so these poor guys here won't be struggling for much longer. But yes, let's go ahead and assign some people onto... What is it considered? Combat massage, cook art, compost, research, hydrofan. I didn't realize that that was its own set of tasks. Interesting. Power. Well, look at this. We are a colony of athletes. No doubt about that, because everybody's actually super capable. Alright, so let's see. Frankie and Nails? Frankie and Nails are the best at it. So maybe we can take off everything that they have other than that and just make sure that they only focus on power. So Nails and Frankie. There we go. They should only be focusing on power. Oh, wait. Gotta say that nobody else can do it. Only Nails and Frankie. So if, you know, somebody else decides to just be dumb, then we know when Frankie and Nails are being dumb. But there we go. That should probably do the trick, and they are the only ones working on that. Good. So everybody else should be building right now, or, you know, getting a massage. I'm okay with that, or cooking, because cooking is okay. Research is also okay. And yeah, we're running out of power really, really quickly now that we have all these things running, which, yeah, it's definitely time for this. So hopefully these kids will build this up a little bit faster. I guess we could probably prioritize that a little bit more, because right now it's not going so well. So let's just do that up to 8. Everybody please get to work. Get to work on this, except for... Uh-oh. Well, that's a problem, but that's why we're trying to get this in, because it seems like they both went to the bathroom now, and so Frankie's actually trying to bite the air again. Oh, Frankie. Oh, Frankie, what am I going to do with you? And it looks like we almost have this in, so that's going to be good. However, I am still super, super worried about our wires here, because that's always a potential... Are you eating down there, May? May's eating down there. Well, I guess there's always someone special in every colony, huh? And is this staying? Yeah, it's staying at that amount of concentration, so I suppose that having 2 of these just like that is good enough. And we're still staying pretty high there on the algae, so I really don't have to worry about that at all. For now. For now. We have to remember that things start to change pretty quickly. So I locked this door, thinking that we'd have nasty, nasty oxygen in here. Let's just get these prioritized. Just disable them, actually. Let's just disable these. Get this wide open, and that can flow in. Because, wait, we should probably just open this as well. I put that up in there because I thought that there would be a lot of nasty oxygen coming in there because of the polluted water, but we're honestly not getting much polluted water at all. So that's not a concern whatsoever. Insufficient oxygen generation. Maybe just today because, you know, we stopped working on those because the power went out. Is that what you're talking about here? That must be it, because honestly there shouldn't be any insufficient oxygen generation. These are producing quite a lot of it, and soon we'll have some power here, so these will always be running. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure that this is prioritized to a 9, because we need power desperately, and we should have more than enough coal, right? I'm pretty sure we have some coal. Let's see, where the heck do we find the coal? Is it consumable ore? There we go. Yeah, we have more than enough of that. So now that's working, and we're going to have quite a bit of carbon dioxide coming through. That's good, though, because this is going to try to sink, and it's going to stay over here. And then once this gets filled up, it's going to go up to here, then into here, so that can actually get washed out. You know, we might even put some of these down here first before that actually happens, so we shall see. But yes, we always have power, so these batteries should always be filled up nicely. Maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. Well, poor Nails and Frankie are going to have to continue walking on this for a little while. They are totally bored right now, though, because they have absolutely nothing else to do. So let's put them right back on other jobs, just not art, because they're not good artists at all. There we go. If you guys have nothing else to do, then just focus on that. I wish we could, though, somehow prioritize this. Like, maybe I could drag power over to the side here, or maybe make it like a check ++ or something like that. I don't know, but I want to make sure that someone's always on that just in case. Alright, so our power over here seems to be pretty good right now. As for our carbonation cleanup here, circuit overloaded. That's exactly what I was worried about. It happened right up in here, and there goes our power. Wonderful. I hate when that happens, but we still have to... Ooh, we still have to get to the point where we can actually change those circuits in. Let me tell you, that's going to get super expensive, but on the bright side, we have all of this right here to maybe help us a little bit, and maybe we can get to the gold amalgam right in here. That's actually not much. That is honestly not much. Is there more down here? Oh, there's a lot more down here. Well, maybe if we can get to that, it's going to help out. It seems like we have some iron ore over here to help out, so that should probably not be much of a problem. Just gotta stay clear of all the nasty things. Like, there's one little bit of chlorine in there. I don't know why I'm so afraid of it, but I am. So I've been trying desperately to stay away from it. And circuit overloaded ×2. Oh, boy. Once we got that in, yeah, we're going to have to turn these off. Let's just turn these off and see if maybe we can just try to stay alive with just that. And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to turn just one on. And hopefully that'll work. We're quickly running out of algae. Yeah, having just this doing the job is apparently not that great. It is really not that great. It is not charging the batteries up at all. All right, I have to re-enable this. I have to. Just because we need one person, at least one person working on this, and it seems like maybe we have most jobs taken care of right now. Oh, we have made way too much food. Let's go ahead and cancel that right now, and wow. So we came back from the brink of extinction. Look at that oxygen right now. It's maybe, you know, not the best, but now our bedrooms are definitely breathable, and I think I'm going to build some more storage compactors because we are going to need some more space to actually store all the stuff that we have in the ground, which is probably what is causing all of our stress. I have a feeling that's exactly what it is, so we're gonna take care of that pretty soon. Let's go ahead and deconstruct these guys over here. Oh, what? Oh, it's only on pipes. My bad. Let's deconstruct those guys there, and maybe... Ooh, what was that? That was super weird. And it seems like this can't fertilize or irrigate, probably because our concentration is so high over there. So, yeah, probably the idea of moving this further down and having to deal with the oxygen rising up is probably going to be better than having it right there, because clearly that's not helping much at all. Alright, so we have all forms of power now. So natural gas. Interesting. I don't know if I've actually used that before. I have a feeling I haven't, so this is going to be interesting to use. Let's see. Natural gas generator. What exactly is considered natural gas? Would this be... No, it won't be hydrogen, because hydrogen is actually this. I have a feeling that might be... For some reason I want to say it's oxygen, but that seems a little bit weird. Is it oxygen, you guys? Does this use oxygen? Because if that does, that's really dumb. That's honestly really, really dumb. Although that might use, actually, the nasty oxygen. Wait, does that produce nasty oxygen? It produces carbon dioxide and polluted water. Well, that's definitely, you know, something that could be used, but we're going to have to probably try it up here once we get up there. And now we have these already built in. Good, good. So yeah, these guys actually need jobs because they're pretty much done with things super quickly now, and seems like our circuits are no longer being overloaded now that we only have one of these active and one coal generator. So maybe if we had 2 coal generators, we would be more than okay. But I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. For the time being, you know, everything can change in a jiffy, but we'll see if that happens in the next episode, because that is it for this episode of Oxygen Not Included. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, share your support, and subscribe if you already haven't. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.